1, 2. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We begin on page 128, Hinei Ma Tov, how good it is to be together. Hinei Ma Tov, Umanayim Shevetachim Gam Yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei Ma Tov, Umanayim Shevetachim Gam Yachad. Hinei Ma Tov, Umanayim Shevetachim Gam Yachad.
We're going to welcome Sandra Berman and Dodi Sokol to the Bima as they light our Shabbat candles. 120.
Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav V'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
For those who are able, we rise together for our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
Please be seated. We read together at the top of page 127. There are days we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if we're a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand and wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days we act, we care nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty, a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. We turn to page 138, L'chadodi.
L'chandodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela L'chandodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmiyanu El hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem ultiferet v'litila L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nei l'chakim Mekor habracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'asei b'machasham b'techila L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri, hitoreri ki ba'orech kumi ori Uri shir daberi kevod Adonai Alaych ningla L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela L'chandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise together to greet Shabbat HaMelkah.
Oi v'shalom ateret mala gam besimcha uv'tohola tochemunei am segula Adoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lechandoni likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela.
We read together the bottom page 145. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There's no place on earth without the presence. We stay right here, our Chetzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Me'alma divrach Yerutei ve'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kariv Me'imeru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam ulal me'almaya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtamach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam V'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha Brichu le'ela min kol bechata v'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata Tamiran be'alma Me'imeru Amen.
And we rise, 146.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yada dai dai dai, 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 yada dai dai dai. Yada dai dai dai, yada dai dai dai. Barechu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach. Le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yada dai dai dai, 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 yada dai dai dai.
We read together at the bottom of page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravim. On the next page.
Ahavat olam Beit
ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח מחוקיך, ונשמח מדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נחגה יומם בלילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד, מלכותו לעולם, לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The bottom of page 157 as we read together. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there's one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be at one and at peace, then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Our song of freedom, our Michamocha, on the next page.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele malchutecha ra'uvanecha mokeyayam lifnei Moshe. Zeli, Zeli, Anu ve'ameru, Adonai Melech le'olam va'ed.
The bottom page 161, as we read together. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter and the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Our Hashkivenu, top of page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim.
The bottom page 163. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There's a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. Vishamru, the top of page 162.
Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'torotam berit olam. בני ישראל, אותי לעולם לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת מי נפש.
The middle of page 165. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. For those who are able, we rise together for our tefillah 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
The top of page 179 as we read together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace. And give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. Make contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship on all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul. May the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praise you, Eternal One, blesses our people with peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech פחדון לכל השלום בטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
We take a few moments for private meditation.
יהיו רצון אמרי פי, יהיו רצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you. O God, my rock and my redeemer. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. מאמרו, מאמרו,
At this moment in our service, we think of those in our temple family, those who are in need of healing of body or spirit. We especially think of Barbara Edelman, Sophia Berry, Mary Lynn Bates, Margaret Bell, Donna Berman, Marit Cohen, Robert Cohen, Lydia Cutler, Stuart Frank, Deborah Goldstein, Lauren Howard, Bradley Klein and Stephen Klein, Robin Lazarus, Marilyn Leeds, Joanna Lewis, Ruth Lischkoff, Lita Magnati and Richard Magnati, Stephen Muss, Pastor Willie O'Neill, Ron Ostreicher, Chad Petrowski, Malka Bat Rachel, Alan Unger, and Scott Weisberg. For those who are with us tonight, if you're thinking of a loved one or friend and you wish to share the name out loud, we invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours or by rising. For those names mentioned out loud and for those names that are still in our hearts, and Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, 371, the middle.
Misha Berach avoteinu mekor habracha le'imoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imoteinu mekor habracha la'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Adam and Lacey, coming up and bring Adam Jr. I invite everyone to take out in their pulpit folder, you should see a blue baby naming sheet. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made us holy through mitzvot, and ordained that we bring your child into the covenant of Abraham and Sarah. The rabbis of old teach us that when the Israelites stood to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai, God said to them, I'm giving you my Torah. Present to me good guarantors that you shall guard it, and then I shall give it to you. And the Israelites said, our ancestors are guarantors. God said, your ancestors are not sufficient guarantors, yet bring me good ones, and I shall give you the Torah. And they responded, sovereign of the universe, our prophets will be our guarantors. God said to them, the prophets are not sufficient guarantors, that bring me good ones, and I shall give you the Torah. And they said, here are the children. God then replied, for your children's sake, I give you the Torah to you. Rabbi Judah Lowe said, in some special way, every child complements the universe. Every child brings his or her own blessings into the world. Individuality, uniqueness, symbolized through the act of naming, as the Torah says. And out of the ground, the eternal God formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam, the first man, to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was his name thereof. It's a great name. Lador from generation to generation. And this is such a beautiful tribute to those who are watching on our live stream. We give your name, the name that you'll be called to the Torah, the name that you'll use to bless the Torah, the name that will inscribe you in the book of life. Chaim Baruch. Chaim is for Lacey, your grandfather, Herbert Lionel Morowitz, and Baruch, a blessing for her cousin, Barry Mazer Roseman. Adam Jr. is 5 months. And in so much darkness that the Jewish people are facing, a baby born after that day in October is one more person to replenish the ranks of our people. And we are so blessed that you are part of this congregation, where you continue to write the chapters for our people and make your parents so proud. May your beautiful son of Zion bless our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah were blessed. As he brought them into the covenant of our people, so may he grow into the life of Torah, service, and good deeds. I invite the congregation to rise as we take them before the ark.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God God bless you and forever protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and forever be gracious to you.
Isa Adonai panav elecha me'asem lecha Shalom. Shalom.
And what's more, whenever, Adam, you face any difficulty in life, any adversity, may God's face forever protect you and lift you up and forever bring you peace. Can you hear Ratzon? May it be God's will. Mazel tov, we're going to do one more thing Adam Jr. will love, I promise. And please join the cantor for a little kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Does that taste good? His eyes just lit up. Please be, not quite yet.
If you want more.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. You got it. Mazal tov.
Salto.
Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
I think I rewrote tonight's drash so many times the past week. I didn't have a catchy opening metaphor. In all honesty, I really wanted to go into our counting of the Omer, but it's a beautiful sound. Compared to what we're seeing on the college campuses, that is a beautiful sound, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're a pro-kid congregation. It's a beautiful sound. I want to be honest with all of us. If the events at Columbia, NYU, UCLA, Emory, if these things happened 3 months ago, I would have stood right here, used the power of the bully pulpit, started assessing who is responsible, decades of radicalization. I probably would have tried to play lawyer, discussing that so many colleges are a violation of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. But I'm not a lawyer. I would have talked about how certain members of Congress should be removed from their committee assignments by participating in these pro-terror rallies. But at the end of the day, a dear friend once said to me, the best people, the most genuine people who he ever encountered was people who saw a problem and offered a solution. And tonight, I'm going to attempt to give you that solution. And for those who have reached out to me or called me, articulating their absolute dismay of what they're witnessing and want to know the roots of why this is happening, I promise you in this entire congregation, we'll have that time, an evening forum, but not on Shabbat. They don't get to take Shabbat away from us, and they never will. So for the past week, what am I going to say that's going to bring you any type of comfort? What we're witnessing, it's not just an attack on the Jewish people. It's an attack on Western values, emancipation, free thinking. It's an attack on nuance. It's an attack on the minutia of the pratim, of the details. But again, unfortunately, we've been down this road before. For 2,500 years, we've been down this road. And each calamity, each destruction, we found a way to pick ourselves up. As someone who is committed to studying contemporary anti-Semitism and someone who is a rabbi, I do believe that there is a silver lining, and I do believe that we will get through this. And that's why tonight our solution must begin with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. On Tuesday night, here at Temple Emanu-El, we had an incredible community Seder. We had a Baptist church come visit us from Blount County, offering their solidarity and strength for us. As I watched this church group come and celebrate the Seder with us, I realized that being here in Birmingham, Jefferson County, Shelby County, there are truly wonderful Alabamians and there are wonderful Americans. The vast majority of Americans, the overwhelming majority, a super majority, embrace the Jewish people and believe that our right to live in our indigenous homeland free and secure from terrorism. Again, the super majority of Americans believe that. Our neighbors, our teachers, our faith leaders, celebrities, there are good and genuine people in this country. And for that, I am forever grateful and thankful. The second part of this solution, again, a sense of gratitude and appreciation. I am grateful, I'm thankful, I appreciate being an American citizen. After 1945, after those vets who came back to this country, we took to heed George Washington's call to make ourselves the embodiment of American exceptionalism. Though we can struggle for so long, face quotas, discrimination, but we figured it out. We made a name for ourselves, not just to the Jewish community, but to the greater American society. And for that, for all of American Jews, we have to be grateful to know that we live in a country where we're able to make change. The freedom of ideas, the freedom of thought, the freedom to say that we don't live in a binary world. There's actually no Hebrew word for binary. It's binary, it's a cognate. The Hebrew root is ra panim, which means multifaceted. We look through every single detail. And we're able to do that because of this country. It's not about being a Republican. It's not about being a Democrat, a Libertarian, or part of the Green Party. It's about this country affords us the capabilities to make change. And here's my call. For far too long, American Jews have been divided on social issues and other things in our lives. I know these social issues are important to all of you, and they should be important to you. But what I ask for the time being, it's a greater call for unity. And just like the drash I gave right after October 7th, it's time we put aside being Reformed Jews or conservative Jews. It's time we put aside whether we support AIPAC, Stand With Us, end Jew hatred. We have too many Jewish nonprofits. Do you know that expression, 2 Jews, 3 opinions? There's actually a third part to that. 2 Jews, 3 opinions, and nobody listens. This is the greatest call for us to be unified more than ever. From every single Jewish agency, we need to find that one unified voice. And that voice must echo this one sentence, this one thesis. That we as American Jews are here to stay, and we are going to ensure that emancipated Western values remain, and that the state of Israel remain fortified for years to come. That is our goal. I want all of us to reach out to another member of this community, another Jewish member who lives in this country, and to commit to some type of having this unifying statement that we're here to stay, we have the power to make change, and that Israel will be safe and secure for generations to come. For the past 6 months, for the 134 captives that remain in captivity, we owe it to them. We owe it to every single Jew who fought for this country in 1945, for every single Jew who fled to this country during the Holocaust or came to this country in the 1900s or the 1850s. We owe it to them. Put aside the muck. Put aside the noise. Again, put aside party affiliation or Jewish movement or nonprofit allegiance. This is the greatest time we need to be together. Unity brings us that. Our Torah portion is a special Torah portion. Ki Tisa, it's back in Exodus 33, verses 12 through 24. We read this as part of the Pesach calendar. And we learn that God listened to Moses. And God said to him that God's presence, not an angel, would always be with the people Israel, provide to the Jewish people security, will provide to the Jewish people love, and will provide to the Jewish people comfort. If God is able to do this for us, al had kama v'kama, all the more so shall we do it for not just Jews, but for all Americans. Shabbat Shalom. Now, I promised during the Seder that we'd still do the Omer game, okay? Don't be too excited, but I am. So tonight it'll be brief. Tonight we're counting the 4th night, okay? These are going to be very esoteric. This hockey team won 4 Stanley Cups in 11 years. The Detroit Red Wings. Sorry, between 1997 and there are other teams that did it, but I was really highlighting the Detroit Red Wings. Okay, you're not wrong. Actually, I think they won 3. This NFL football team made it to the Final Four, the last 4 remaining teams. Detroit Lions. This college basketball team made it to the Final Four for the first time.
Bama.
University of Alabama. And that's what I wanted to especially end on tonight, because I am grateful and appreciative of the University of Alabama, Auburn University, because these are wonderful schools for us to be Jewish and for us to celebrate the fun, the joy of college. Shabbat Shalom, we rise together as we recite Zifrat HaOmer, 570.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer.
Hayom Arba'a Yamin LaOmer. Today is 4 days of the Omer. Remain standing, Aleinu 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
On this Shabbat, we recall the yortzites of Isaac Abelson, Sidney Morris Bernheim, Paula Bunsey, Lawrence Bunsey, Thomas Bunsey Jr., Thomas Bunsey Sr., Sophie Kaplan, Francis Copeland, Ruth Oppenheim Dorman, Miriam Fratkin, Sidney J. Friedman, Harry Gilbert, Eli Goldberg, Mary Grob, Marie Rose Handler, Abe Klotzman, Benjamin Leader, Milton K. Lewis, James Harold Moss, Max Lorch Mayer, Lil Mandel, Mary Ofson, Morris Pinhas, Hortense Mickey Bezitz, Hyman Rips, Jean W. Roseman, M. H. Roseman, Benjamin A. Roth, Harvey N. Rothstein, Naomi Russin Royal, Samuel Rubenstein, Dina Sachs, Sarah Schneiderkraut, Gertrude Schulheifer, Howard Leonard Schultz, Deborah Seitel, Sandra Seaton, Bessie Schiller, Sandy G. Siegel, Donald Silverman, Carol Silverman, Edward K. Simon, Isidore Sperling, Arthur S. Steiner, Jacoby Steinman, Cecile A. Sanduck, Jean Thompson, Israel Wald, Ida Schultz Webster, Bernard Barrel Weitracht, Irving H. Wolfson. Our heartfelt condolences to the recent passing of those who passed away in Shloshim these 30 days, Edward Coyne, Mitch Schneiderkraut, and Ann Temper. May their blessings forever be may their memories forever be a blessing. We rise together for Madrash Kodesh 598. V'ikadal v'ikadash shemei rabbah, v'yomad yivrach reotei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon, v'chayet kol Beit Yisrael, v'agalau izman kariv v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam alamei amaya, yiparach v'hishtabach v'pa'ar v'tramam v'tnaseh, v'tadar v'talev v'talel, shmei kudsha.
Brichu.
La'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damin ram v'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael me'imeru. Amen.
We conclude with God of Might, 666. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
It's in the cue sheet. You want to do something else?
No?
Okay.
God of might, God of right, thee we give all glory, thine all praise in these days as in ages hoary. When we hear year by year freedom's wondrous story, now as erst when thou first made the proclamation, warning loud every proud, every tyrant nation, we thy fame still proclaim, bowed in adoration.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.